All right, so straight up, fellas, this is G spot spinners part two. All right, now what makes this part two is in the first one, we already talked about pretty much finding every position and angling it towards the G spot. Remember, but don't go too deep. Do not be hitting that back wall because you're going to disrupt the flow and ruin your chances of actually giving a G spot spinners. All right, now what are spinners? Spinners are pretty much, you know what I mean, the ability to not only like give her an orgasm, but also re-psych and you know what I mean, trick that orgasm into happening again and again and as many times as you like. Usually like up to like 3 to 4. You see what I'm saying? 5 is kind of overdoing it. You know what I mean? But yes, how to do so is pretty much like once you give her a G spot orgasm, stuff like that, and you already know you didn't hit that back wall, you just kind of were just playing right there. What makes this is part two is you see what I'm saying? I'm about to give you all the real juice with this one. All right. So now, you know what I mean? Once you go in, like after you done kind of got her off the first time, this is only for the advanced men. You know what I mean? The men that actually, you know what I mean? You already know how to get your girl there. You see what I'm saying? If you want to learn how to, you got to check out some other content. I don't have the time right now. But yes, for y'all fellas out there, what you do is like after you done got her off by the G spot and stuff like that, what gives us the spinners is you remembering the exact position that you got her off in. Some dudes try to go in there, try to do something different, try to do something new. Don't be doing all that. You're gonna disrupt the flow that you've already created. You see what I'm saying? So stay with the flow. If you can remember the exact strokes and like the way you were angled and all that, that is perfect and that is literally key in the whole thing. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what got her there in the first place. You see what I'm saying? So what you do is like once you get her off and she has that really earth-shattering vaginal orgasm, what you're gonna do is you're gonna, you see what I'm saying, let her come up and let her shake for a little bit, and then you see what I'm saying, give it about maybe about 10 to 15 seconds and go back. And like as soon as you notice like the orgasm is starting to come down, that first come down, or she's la 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 la, and then la la la, and then yeah, go right on in. You see what I'm saying? So as soon as she's about to come down, but not all the way chill, that's when you go back in. And when you do so, once again, just remember the exact angle, position, and stroke, and all that. But once again, what makes this part two is you're gonna clench. So like now, once you go in, you're gonna clench. Yes, every stroke you go in, and once you like tap it, you clench. Yes, like you see what I'm saying? So every stroke, like when you go in, you clench. You clench. That first stroke to get off the first time, I don't suggest you doing it because the goal is to create something different, something that feels different. You gotta understand, women are very in tune with their emotions, they're very in tune with their feelings. You think, you see what I'm saying? She's not gonna be able to feel on one of the most sensitive parts of her body. She's gonna feel the difference, and it's gonna feel different, even though you are doing the same thing. And that's the thing is like a lot of guys don't understand the art and simplicity. A lot of guys want to do these new extravagant positions, want to do all this, do all that, and feel like you're pleasing her. But if you really understood the power and just simplicity, I promise you, it's a whole another world. You see what I'm saying? Because simplicity is spirituality, all in a nutshell. So once again, when you go in there again, remember to clench each stroke. Clench. Once you go back in, clench. Every time you make contact with it, I highly suggest you clench. Now, once again, fellas, my bad. I mean, I was yelling and shit, sparring my boys, so yeah, I mean, I kind of lost my voice, but I definitely want to get this message out there to y'all. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully, this helps. Once again, give her G spot spinners. I already know y'all checked out A spot spinners.